Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. I want to take a few minutes to first shout out to Only a Mr. Bill right here on YouTube. The gentleman kindly took about 10-12 minutes of his own time and his own live stream to shout me out, got me some extra subscribers. So that's the first thing I want to hit today. I owe the gentleman a lot, and I want to make sure that I give him that shout out. So let's go ahead and make sure that we give the gentleman more likes and subscribes if we are not already there. He's got plenty of videos, some shorts, and of course, he has live streams. Plenty on there. Over here, you can see Jared Speaks. I'm right there. So yeah, he definitely dedicated some time, and I want to make sure I give him the shout out that he deserves. So thank you, Mr. Bill. My subs have definitely gone up, and it is because of you. Second order of business I want to go ahead and get to today is, of course, one of the hot topics that we currently have going on, and that is, of course, the ice pew-pewing of Renee Good. Now, one of the things that I'm hearing a lot of people say is the fact that, one, her tires were pointed away from the officer. I'd like to point out that that actually does not matter. The fact is that she still hit him, which is indicated in the officer's own phone recording. All right, so that's number one. Number two is going to be the fact that regardless of whether or not she was trying to escape and she did hit him, the officer was in danger and there was a threat to his own life. He did have authorization to fire. Only one bullet hit her. The other two did go into the car, did not hit the dog. Thankfully, dog's still alive. And unfortunately, the woman was struck with that first bullet, the one that went through the bottom driver's side corner of the windshield and struck her. Three, a lot of people are saying, and it is recorded, that ICE would not let anybody approach because they were waiting for EMS, of course, even though there was apparently somebody, a civilian, who was there saying that he was a physician, and nobody was able to approach. This person, of course, could not be verified that he was a physician. And so how would it have looked if somebody who was claiming to be a physician, whether or not they were, had looked in and was still unable to save this woman's life? Then, of course, the left would be crying, well, they let somebody in and they were still unable to save her, blah, blah. This is still all ICE's fault. So they would be able to spin it that either A, they let an unqualified person look at her, and of course, that failed. So ICE is still to blame because they didn't check or verify. Or B, he was unable to save her, even though he was a qualified physician and he did his best, but it wasn't his fault. It was the ICE officer's fault. So regardless, it wouldn't have mattered either way. EMS, of course, is recorded as being there working on her, and she was pronounced gone at the scene. The officer was clearly in imminent danger, as seen again on his own video, also on the video that was taken from a higher angle. I'm not sure if it's been told where that camera angle came from. It looked like it was on like an apartment or possibly from some kind of a storefront that pointed outward. The area that it was in looks like it was probably from some sort of apartment or possibly somebody's outward camera. It's very sad. This is not a death, of course, that is celebrated, unlike Charlie Kirk's. This is more of a, well, unfortunately, that's what you get when this sort of situation happens. And that is what is vastly different between this and Charlie Kirk, because Charlie Kirk was merely sitting there talking, discussing ideas between two different groups of people. And because people didn't like what he had to say, they fired upon him. Whereas in this situation, the lady was not complying with lawful orders because she was told to get out of the car multiple times. And then she decided to try and escape a situation that she didn't want to be in, even though she put herself in the situation to begin with by blocking traffic and obstructing ICE from doing their lawful duty. And then when she tried to do that, she hit an officer who discharged his weapon as an imminent threat to his life. And then, unfortunately, she was struck and passed away. And for now, that's all I'm going to say about that. If you've made it through this short little video and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and give me a like, subscribe. There'll be more coming in the future on this and other topics.